Welcome back to Breakfast Central, where this time around we're going to be looking at what exactly is happening in Labour Party with the crisis. Pro-Abure protesters have, of course, set a showdown with the NLC. We'll go on. We also have our man Bernard, who is in Edo State, who will be joining us to give us status update. And right after that, we'll head over to bring you the NLC update. But for now, good morning, Bernard. What's happening? I hear that the Deputy Governor has been impeached. What exactly is going on in Edo State?
Good morning, Olive. Good morning, Joe. Morning. It's a public holiday here in Edo State and across the country, as a matter of fact. But before the public holiday, of course, the big shocker for many people was that, the removal, so to speak, or the impeachment of the, would I call him now, former Deputy Governor, Shaibu, from his position. Of course, he's been embattled, if you want to use those words. For the past 1 year, he and his principal, the governor, Godwin Obaseki, have not exactly been in good terms. And that also came to play during the party primaries, where Obaseki, wanted to run for the party's ticket, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So now we see that there is a new Deputy Governor who's been sworn in yesterday already and has assumed office. Now, from what I've been able to gather, for those who I spoke to, and if you read the comments that followed Shaibu's post yesterday, the video he put out complaining about his illegal and unlawful removal, as he put it, you'll see that there were people, Edolites as they're called, who came under that video to talk about Shaibu not following the due political process of the state. Now, Edo State, like many other states, from what I've been able to gather, also follows the principle of zoning when it comes to selecting their governor. Adams Oshomola, the former governor, was from Edo North. The current governor, who is Godwin Obaseki, is from Edo South. And based on the zoning arrangement that I've been made to understand, the next governor should come from Edo Central. However, Shaibu is also from Edo North, the same place where Adams Oshomola is from. So based on the zoning rhetoric that they follow, he shouldn't have even contested. He should have known that this is what plays. He's complained that his rights to franchise has been taken away from him, his rights to contest for governorship elections. But then under the comments, you'll see people saying things like, during his time, zoning came to play and he was put in office. And now he's refusing to let the same zoning come to play and he's trying to contest for the same office. So it's, depending on the side of the divide you stand, it's funny from each side and the way you look at it. Yes, he has the right to contest, but based on the arrangement or agreement or the zoning pattern that they have, he probably shouldn't have contested. Again, we're looking to see how this plays out. He said he'll let the law of the land come to play. We'll see if he's going to take it to court. We'll see what exactly would unfold between now and the end of the term, bearing in mind that this tenure has about 5 or 6 months to go before the elections.
All right. Bernard, so with what you've said so far, so good, it seems like there's no pity for the former deputy governor, looking at what the people are saying. But can you quickly tell us as well, you're on the streets now, you're there in Edo State. Is there any form of remorse from the people? Are they feeling remorseful, especially for the former deputy governor? And is there any form of celebration for the appointment of the new deputy governor?
Edolites, people in Benin City are going about their daily businesses. Of course, it's toned down a bit today because it's a public holiday. We're standing outside the State House of Assembly. The gates are locked, and if at all there'll be any activity here, it will be skeletal, so to speak. There's no celebration, so to speak. People are just doing what they're doing. But for those I've been able to speak to, I know that directly I spoke to 2 people. One person who walked past me this morning while we were setting up for this live shoot, and he clearly rose his voice, saying, "Oh, I want to speak about what's going on in Edo State, and the deputy governor should not have come out, to run or to say that he wanted to take the position." Some people, he even used the word greed, said he felt that the deputy governor is greedy. I also spoke to another gentleman this morning who's moved us around a little bit. We had a little chit chat, and he said the same thing again. But first of all, he said he felt that, that the deputy governor should have been allowed to run his full tenure, which will end in about 5 or 6 months. But then again, he also used the term greed, that it appears that the deputy governor may have been a bit greedy, based on the words that that he used, saying as I mentioned earlier, he knew the arrangement pattern when it comes to picking, positions for governorship or deputy governorship in Edo State. So he should have just stepped back and allowed that same pattern to run, rather than coming forward to contest or to show his interest in contesting for governorship elections. And as a matter of fact, he also, the gentleman I spoke to also said that the whole drama that we're seeing here is unnecessary. He feels bad for the deputy governor, but he feels that deputy governor could have avoided all of this drama. Again, he used the word greed, saying the deputy governor was greedy. 8 years or almost 8 years was enough for him to run his tenure and enjoy the period while he was working with his principal. But the fact that he came out and tried to contest, showed a bit of disloyalty, and that's what has gotten him to where he is. That's based on the conversations I had this morning.
All right. Thank you so much, Bernard Akede, and I'm sure that during the course of the news bulletin, we would be able to get back to you for more information and report on what's happening in Edo State. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.